Tonight for dinner, I'm making pork loin fillet, and it's going to be in the air fryer. Let me go ahead and open this up. This would be the first time that I'm actually making this in the air fryer. The purpose of this is because it's faster in the air fryer than it would be in the oven. So if you're looking for that night where you don't feel like cooking, this would be a quick and easy, simple. It only takes 16 minutes in the air fryer. Now I just am going to take off this white piece that is on here. This is the fat, which my knife was a little bit sharper. And you really don't want to get down in it because you don't want to get the meat either. See, like that. There's still meat there though, but hey, that's actually the first time I actually cut that off. I usually cook it with, one more piece. That is fat. Nasty. I have all my ingredients out. We're going to mix all of our seasoning for the pork loin. We have 2 teaspoons of cumin, 1 teaspoon of chili powder. Give it that little kick, that little spice. I'm actually using powdered sugar because we don't have no sugar. And it asks for sugar or brown sugar. 2 tablespoons of sugar. This is 2 teaspoons of onion powder. Then we also have thyme, which I used to say thyme. It's thyme. When I was younger, it was thyme. That is a teaspoon. And then salt, this is a teaspoon. And then also pepper. See if it makes me sneeze. Pepper smells good too. This is a ½ teaspoon. Now let's mix this all in. You can use this as a mixer. It actually is, it was our coffee scooper. See, look at that. And it smells good too. You want to sniff? Now, on the other part here, I still have minced garlic. So I have to mince my garlic. Oh, there it goes. Ooh. Gotta get it really minced up there. And the thing about garlic, it's very sticky. It gets all over the fingers, but it smells really good. It really sticks to like anything. I guess I can use one of these to put them in. This actually has to get mixed in with the oil and the seasoning so we can make it as a rub for the pork loin. Say that 5 times. 3 cloves of garlic, really minced. Now it's gonna be a dry rub, so I gotta add this. You have to add the garlic, minced garlic, with the oil. This is a tablespoon of oil. Make it spoon. How is this a paste? It's clumpy. That ain't no paste. That ain't no paste. You know, we gotta improvise now. I'm gonna make it into a paste.
What would you do, Chef?
You know what I would do? I'm gonna improvise and add a little bit of lemon juice. Give it a little bit of that lemon flavor to it. I think I got it. This is my improvise.
Did it work?
I think it did. So when you mix all of your ingredients together, you have to actually take the seasoning out and rub it all over the pork loin so it can give it some flavor when you put it in the air fryer. There's also I actually have one. This is just a faster way to do it if you don't want to use your hands. So if you have a food brush, it works possibly better than what I just did. It's working. See, this is what you would use if you're barbecuing and you want to put like barbecue sauce on some chicken or really on anything. But make sure you get all of it. Make sure it's all completely covered. The more flavor, the better. Okay, let's see if the other side's done. I know what I can use. This works wonders too. Yay. Let's just use the rest. Let's just use all of it. And then once this is all seasoned, I would preheat the air fryer 400 degrees for 5 minutes before you put this in. But now that that is all done and seasoned, I'm about to make some potatoes with it. It's time to wash these. You gotta wash your potatoes. Some uses soap. I mean, you're peeling the potato. You're not eating the skin. I just peel them without using soap, but I do rinse them off. You can also use a potato peeler. I don't use that. My husband does. I just take a knife because to me it's easy. It's easier, and you can actually control it.
You're old-fashioned.
Yeah, that's what you can say. I thought I cut myself for a moment. I'm going to cut the potatoes a little thinner because usually if you cut the potatoes thick, it would take a little longer to cook for them to get soft. What I'm doing is I'm gonna put the potatoes, I have some carrots and celery in with the roast, and it's gonna all cook together. So I really don't want the potatoes to not get done before the roast. I want them done together, same time. So cutting them thinner will let them get done faster. And I'm using 5 Idaho potatoes. See, easy peasy. Whatever way works best for you. You also gotta be careful cutting because you can cut too much potato off. It's gonna be a weird taste because the recipe that I'm using does not ask for lemon juice. I had to improvise and it worked. Just hope it tastes all right and I didn't ruin that recipe with that lemon juice. I put the lemon juice in so it can give it the consistency to stick to the roast. It was looking too clumpy when I was adding all the ingredients in. Not the non-clumpy, pasty feel of it. Potatoes are peeled, and then this is the size of the potatoes I want to make so they could be tinier. About a 1/2 inch cut. That way it won't take as long. I've made pot roast before with potatoes and I would do a big potato like 1 inch. Normally it takes longer for a pot roast to cook. Actually the big pot roast. I made this not long ago, but we didn't have potatoes at the time I made it. So I'm still using my carrots and my celery from the last time I made this. Them are already diced. I would just throw them in when I put everything else in the air fryer. I'm trying to go a little fast here, but it's hard. Also don't want to cut myself. These knives are very sharp. Our lovely puppy. He likes to play a lot. Easter's coming up. I'm planning on making an Easter cake. So come and tune into that one. And it's something I've never done before. I just looked up the recipe for Easter and it popped up. Oh yes, chocolate. It's like a nest cake. Come over here, set the air fryer to 400. Do it for, get it just a little bit warm, 3 minutes. Get it warm before I put all the ingredients inside, the yumminess. Let me see, maybe I can add some seasoning also to my potatoes. I think this seasoning is all gone. Let me go ahead and just do some salt and pepper for my potatoes. Now this, I can't give no measurements. I guess it's just based on sprinkling and then about 4 shakes. Stir this with the spoon. Just give some potatoes some flavor. Yum. I can add, see this is my celery and carrot. I also diced these up about 1 inch. And then the celery, when I also make pot roasts, I would put the roast and all that inside of a bag. Using the bag, it gives it all flavor. The potatoes, the carrots, it just soaks in the flavor with the bag. 18 seconds, then we can put all this food in there. Let it cook and get this yummy, yummy loin. Put it directly across the air fryer. Okay, and then I'll come over here, grab my potatoes and my carrots and my celery. And then you just want to sprinkle some potatoes on the sides where the meat isn't. So they're both on the sides here. Then I'll do the same with the carrots and the celery so it can give it all its flavor. Go ahead and put more seasoning across it. Don't want to waste any of that flavor. And then shake it. Now let's put it in our air fryer, because I know how to work this thing. 400, 16 minutes. Start. And then we'll come back and we'll see how it is. All right. So it went ding. This is what it looks like. But my problem is with some of the celery is a little burnt, which is expected, but that's all right. And this recipe called for just the filet. I added the ingredients, not thinking that the filet is gonna get done sooner than the potatoes. Some of the potatoes are soft, like the ones that were on top, but the ones that are under are not. Isn't this the way you're supposed to cut a potato, to see sideways, and if it goes right through, they're done? Another thing that you can do is for the potatoes, since they weren't really done all the way, I put them in for 300 degrees for another 5 minutes. And that should do the work. A little bit of butter on them.
Yeah, this is done.
Okay, well then, guess my meal is done. Let's go ahead and take out the roast so we can, or the pork loin, so we can cut it and see how it looks on the inside. Mix all that up. So just like that. Potatoes, carrots, a little bit of burnt celery, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and chop this up and see how it looks. See, to me, that wouldn't be done. Let's test this. Let's go to my recipe. There are things that I sometimes don't remember. Pork reaches 145.
You're there.
So that's it?
You're there.
Okay. It is done! Yay! He is very excited. Do you want to taste it for me? Of course you will. My husband, Matt Berg, he's going to taste test. Taste it. The suspense, I was about to say, is killing me.
You can really taste the chili powder in it. But in a good way.
So it's not too
I'm
spicy.
usually not a fan of chili
Right.
powder. It tastes pretty good. I like it.
I think it probably would have overdid it if I did the 2, because it asked for 2 teaspoons. I did 1. Potatoes, were they done? I mean, because it didn't seem like I used much seasoning on them. Maybe just put a little bit of butter. My turn to taste my own food now. Potatoes are pretty good. My son Tommy wants to taste test it too. Well, you gotta actually put it on. Gotta bite down. How's that taste?
Good.
You actually like it? No, Max, get down. Everyone's taste testing but you. Would you like a piece too? Huh? Wait, 1 moment. I'll give you a tiny piece. It's normally yes without seasoning, but since this is... All right, get down. You wanna do your little trick? Catch it. Catch it with your mouth. Aw, you did it. Did he devour it that fast?
I'm sure he did.
Wow. That would be it for my pork loin fillet in the air fryer. Come back next time. Thanks.